Welcome back to OpenTTD, and in the meantime, during the little pause from the previous game where we discussed that we are losing quite a bit of money somehow, I analyzed things a bit further, and I found the main reason that we're losing money is, I think, one of the main reasons is the unprofitability of, well, the engineering supplies are unprofitable, we know that, it's kind of okay. The next one is these good trains, they are hugely unprofitable. And the main reason is that they are running all the way from here, the stamp and plate. And from the stamp and plate, they are running all the way down here to here, yeah, exactly. But they take a huge amount of time to get there, selling their goods, and then they take a huge amount of time going back empty. So they're wasting a lot of resources going here empty. They're also running without any reliability issues here. So they're just hugely unprofitable to deliver things here. We just mainly deliver things here because it creates more engineering supplies. But I think in the end, we don't actually want to have that good delivered here. At least we don't want to deliver it empty. So one thing we could do, because one thing you can do in this mod, I think it's part of the mod, is that you fit at a station, and then we could deliver engineering supplies. So I think that is something that we could do. So we could deliver down here, and then we could say what could we say? Here, refit at station to a fixed cargo. So we want then to say, please pick up engineering supplies here. Then we could say go here to a station where you can sell them. For example, Picasavici Ironstone. And here we could just say refit at station to, well, to nothing really. And then we could say here at this station you can refit to a fixed cargo, which is goods. Full load any cargo with refit to good. Yeah, that's interesting if that works. And that would at least make them more profitable because they then pick up something on the way back. Well, to be honest, we should probably not deliver to Micasavici Ironstone because it's not very far. I think a more reasonable thing would be to run it all the way up to probably the next best one would be here to Fesselkirchen, and then here refit to, well, we don't need to refit here, we just unload here. So yeah, I think that would be more appropriate. Yeah, unload all and leave empty. So let's just see if that does something. We're going to observe all three. Let me just pin them, and then let's close the rest here. So who are we going to observe? We have him going, he's near Wilmarkt, so he's just delivering goods. Then we have him, he going back empty. And he's going back empty as well already. Where are you located here? Okay, you just left basically there. So I think we're going to just follow this guy who's delivering goods here. I think that makes sense to make sure that he's working correctly. So let's follow him a bit. Just passing here by Kleiner Wilmarkt. And yeah, I balanced the book, by the way. I let it run for so long that we have no loans anymore. So just that we are not owing anybody any money. And now we're going past Margriet. There's a few more unprofitable lines, and particularly some of the smaller passenger lines. You can see that this way is super long, and particularly that we're running only at 56 kilometers per hour makes this, of course, not a very nice way to go. I'm wondering, we're just passing by Imtal Woods, how much things are stored here. Not so much, we're only running one train here, but it seems like one train is perfectly enough to go with this station. Now we're going here, not the Mikasavichi route. Interesting also, like, we're running some trains here to Mikasavichi to deliver engineering supplies, and I'm remembering that just now that we don't have a left turn here, so that makes those trains, of course, hugely problematic. So we're gonna make a quick alteration here to connect this up to this, that we have kind of a triangle, stretched out triangle situation. Because I think that will be hugely beneficial to those engineering supply trains that are running from down there to up here to Mikasavichi. And now we are going by St. Michael. We're still a bit pissed about our things. Could that be like Mikasavichi destined train by any chance? It is indeed. So we can just watch that in a second. And here we are missing a signal. So you can see, like, as you're slowly working through things, you can also spot a few minor problems in the meantime. And let's also see here, this train is much smaller and runs 64 km per hour. It's much more appropriate. Does it use our new junction? Yes, it does. See, now it doesn't have to turn around somewhere crazy. I think that makes those trains also much more profitable. But we want to take a look at this, that it actually works correctly. So what does it do? It goes in here. Does it deliver its goods? Yes. Did it pick up anything on the way out? No. So stop on that, please. So, those are not shared orders. That is interesting. So, gonna debug that live. I changed it only on one of them. On whom did I change it? On this one. End of shared orders. End of shared orders. They have shared orders. Just one of them doesn't have shared orders. Okay, interesting. Then it's this number 25 is the one that's odd one out, right? This one is the odd one out. So we're gonna say go to, and I think you just click on it and then it will share the orders indeed. And then we're just gonna say this is the next order, go here and deliver, and you're going to just turn around quickly, my friend, and go back to the station. It's nice that trains can just turn around like that and magically teleport the engine to the other side. And now it's full loading, you can see. Okay, that's nice. So it has now a lot of engineering supplies here. Did we put it at full load here? Because I think that might be an issue. We don't want to maybe leave it at full load. We didn't. We just said, like, if there's any engineering supplies here, please just pick them up and bring them on the way back. That's all we said. Perfect. So we're gonna run that a bit faster, and we're gonna leave it running in the side panel here while I decided that I want to fix up a few of those stations, just to make them a little bit prettier. So we're having engineering supplies here, and we are delivering goods. So goods, there's something for goods. Train loading, chute. Conveyor belts, that sounds great. Oh, those are a bit stupid. Little hut. Oh, that looks nice. So process material. General cargo. Yeah. Yeah, so now this sort of indicates a bit more like that there's something going on here. Namely, lots of engineering supplies are being put here. And we're almost here at our destination, or small destination of Versuchirchen. Let's see how much money we're earning in addition to the money that we earn for the goods when we're dropping off here some engineering supplies. Yeah, it's just 12,000 extra money for just the return journey. I think that's a good deal. At least if we can make it consistent. So then the next thing is that we can take a look at our not yet grouped, maybe? Engineering supply vehicles, oh, they are grouped. That are running to Versuchirchen potentially. Here. This one. Well, they're running only, then let's say, please only run to Imtal, because basically Versuchirchen is sufficiently taken care of, I think, by the goods trains. They are just going to pick up a tremendous amount of things on the way back. And we don't even have to worry about this at all. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that result. That hopefully will fix a lot of our issues. So let's take a look at you. Mittelbirgen. Okay, so this is still an issue here. Okay. Now, crazy thought. What if we actually got our trains to go here to drop off engineering supplies? That could also be an option, but maybe let's not overdo it. We have a few more trains waiting for paths here. This is mainly due to this junction being blocked quite a bit. Why? Okay, hold on. So this is blocked for no reason. I think that's just a bug in the game. Because this shouldn't be blocked. Is it like moving by itself at some point? Doesn't seem like it. So this is just blocked. Why? No idea. But it's definitely costing us a huge amount of money. So what is the issue here? I don't know. Just update the signal. What is the issue here? This seems like a bug in the game, to be honest. Oh, it stopped. Why is it stopped? Did I stop it? No way. What type of train is that? Did I accidentally click something to stop it? But also it's the... where does it go? To the stamp and plate. Huh. Yeah, maybe I did something accidentally. Maybe you noticed and I didn't. Okay. That might be that I did something really stupid here and blocked off a lot of traffic and cost us some money. But based on the amount of money that we're making, I think we're doing pretty good. So I think it might be at the time, it might just be at the time where we look at the steel train, because I see a lot of steel here, a lot of steel. So where is our dear steel train? Here it is, just going into the maintenance depot. You can see that it's just making its way here, while actually we have a lot of work for you. So we're just gonna clone you one more time, send you on your way. But since it will be at a main station here, I don't want them to wait to full load. We'll just take whatever is there, we'll just take it and hope that it will always be enough to have more or less a full train load. And if not, then at least don't block the way for the next train to come. Let's take a look. Yeah, 700, that's about 2 or 3 train loads full of it. So I don't think this will be an issue. And here's the next train is coming. It's just crossing the bridge, the next steel train. Yeah, it's pulling up some of it, but like we still have at least 1 or 2 more train loads. So this is a good decision, I think, just to optimize things here. So then let's take another look here at things. We have this one ungrouped train, which is the Champerieux to Wilmarkt route. So we'll just group it quickly. Champerieux to Wilmarkt. It's an interesting corner of the world where the names are sometimes Slavic, sometimes a little bit French inspired. Okay, great. So we can also see here there's a few other unprofitable routes. So the Mikasavici to Wilmark Moor Hauptbahnhof route is quite unprofitable. That could be why. Lots of people want to go to Peterhoysk and some to Mikasavici. Did it get full, this train? It did. More or less. Not so much actually. Like Mikasavici is still a little bit too small. Maybe. So let's investigate this. So how is Mikasavici doing? It's still a small town. I think it started at like 170-ish kind of people. Right now it has 200. So it's growing. We could incentivize it to grow further. I think one way that is easy to do is to build some roads. Because I think they are putting always like effort to grow. And I think the way it works is that the effort to grow will be either spent on roads or buildings, and I think we want them to spend it on roads, not on roads, on buildings. Let's build a new type of road here, a new type of bridge for them, and just lay out a little bit of some potential suggested street layouts for them. Just so that they get a bit of an idea how they could be growing. Like this. Then they can also grow to the factor here, why not? Yeah, that should be fine. And then I think the next one we could do is build some buildings, but it would be quite expensive. 155,000, I don't like that much. You can also configure some options. I actually did that off camera for Wilmarkt at some point. So here in Wilmarkt, I actually did configure that they're not allowed to build level crossings anymore, because I want to avoid that they're building some connection between those two roads, for example. I want to take care of that myself, if anything. We can also disable growth of cities, which I right now don't want to do, except for Wilmarkt potentially in the future. Right now it's still growing a little bit more like how I want it. It's still growing here in the Blaustedt Woods, and it's still growing a little bit, filling up the area here, so I still want to keep it growing. But in the future I will probably turn off growth here in these areas a little bit, just to rein it in. But we were at Mikasavici, so how can we make this a little bit more profitable? Could we get more people to the train station in Mikasavici to transport them? We don't have Solitz connected, so that could be an option. We have disconnected this road. And this was probably one of the main connections for them. So should we run something here? Maybe some bus service that connects it again? Maybe. Running a huge bridge over that mess of a network here. Probably we could put a bridge here. Looks more or less okay. And then we're going to sneak that up here. Yes, like that. And let's put a few bus stops here. So bus stop here in Solitz, and then this one is a bigger town. Nice. Yes, please. And we already have a bus stop here? We do indeed. So then let's just run a few kind of long distance buses here. I think that would definitely improve the profitability of our train, and we can get a bit of money from the bus service at the same time, just from transfers. Alright. So here, speed is of the essence, I would say. The other game that we could get into is actually mail. I'm actually excited to get into mail. That's actually a really good option. So we're going to go, there's steam buses, but they're not very reliable. These steam engine ones here, they're pretty much the best still. So we're going to Bakrova, then down here to Solitz. I think so. Then we're just gonna drop at the train station. The train station will be the interchange. If they want to go to Mikasavici, they have to get the local bus here. On the way back, do we go directly to Magrova or do we going to go to Sulic? I think we're going to go to Sulic. Yeah, that is a fine road, if I may say so. We're going to clone that a million times, and that will be our route. We're going to ask it to schedule out, and that'll be that. Is there like an option to run much more buses here? I think not. Is there anything in Pityrihoysk that we could do? We could run a bus service for Pityrihoysk people, because they might want to go to the other cities here. What's the coverage of the station? So you can see it doesn't cover some of the houses. We could run a bus service to the train station to get some more houses into it. Or, and this is a little bit dirty trick, we could put a bus station somewhere to capture it, but it's a bit of a cheat, so I don't want to do it. Yeah, we'll just put a bus station here, Pityrihoysk Iron Stone, actually, and put one here in the center. And we are going to run tiny little service between those things, so that people can jump on a little engine here and go from the train station to the city center, and then they can also go to Sulic if they really want to, and from Sulic they can go here to the Pityrihoysk station. If people don't like the bus, they can just take the bus service here to Pityrihoysk and then go from there to Mikasavici or to Vilmart. So this looks already more or less promising. What is the next option that I wanted to pursue? I think... hopefully that gets us a few more people here. The other thing is we could fund some construction here, but I think that's not worth it in the end. It's better to get people here. We could connect some of these villages down here or some larger towns here and bring them up to Mikasavici. It's not a huge stretch either. Actually, a boat service. Yeah, let's do a boat service. I like that. We have only used boats once. So let's build Mikasavici a nice dock. Let's build it. Maybe we could build it like over here, but then we'd have to connect it with bus service. Yeah, let's put it here. Yeah, Mikasavici docks. I like that, but we have to tie it into our bus service network, otherwise it's a bit of a lost opportunity. So the bus is here. And what are you, bus? You're running Mikasavici Iron Store to the city center, and then after the Iron Stone, please go to the dock. So it's kind of a triangle route. That sounds good. Then we're going to put a dock here. So I'm not sure if they will be managing to go anywhere. Actually, where do we want to go here even? Up this river to Pulnov? Pulnov? Probably it's pronounced Pulnov. Or we could go to Weißkirchen, but there you already have a connection. Well, there's no connection Weißkirchen to Mikasavici. That's another opportunity actually. Okay, let's take a look at that opportunity also in a second. But then firstly we are going to put a dock on the river here. Can they do that? I think so, yeah, they can go up this river. So this worked, I guess. Yeah, I think that hopefully worked. Let's check it out in a second. Bus stations, we're going to put one here. Well, I guess that's a bit stupid because they don't have turnaround radius. Let's try though. I think those buses, they don't need a turnaround radius, those Hancocks. I think it's only the horses that do. So we'll just run it between those two things. I think 2 is enough for now, because we don't have anything more than that needed. So now we are going to put a ferry here, and last time we used some Sunk Rock ferry with 100 passengers. That sounds still very reasonable. So we're going to go up here to the Pulnau docks and then go to Mikasavici docks. the question is, like, the pathfinding on these vehicles is very poor. So maybe you have to put a few intermediary stops for them to actually get it. So even now to go to the pull now docks, it seems very confused. Can it go up this river? It might not be able to go up this river. You have to dock it. Like this. How expensive was that? I didn't look at the cost. 30,000. Alright. Did it pick up anybody? Probably not. Let's skip it and go back. Just interested how... Well, there's nobody here because the buses are still now just generating people, I guess. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, one passenger now. Okay, there's a few passengers. So the boat can skip again. Go back. Pick up passengers. There's 17 people waiting. Perfect. So does it manage to find the path? I'm doubtful. I doubt it. It's not too bad. Yeah, you're on the right path. It's quite a long journey. I think it makes sense to put a second one here. Let's timetable them. Yeah, it's reasonable. It can find its pathway. Because Mikasavichi dock. Are there people waiting? Yes, not many, but that's fine. Okay, that's perfect. So now let's put a idea here. So we already have a regional transport line from Piteryhoisk to Mikasavichi. And we know that it's an unprofitable transport line. Here it is. Right? Yeah, it's very improbable because not profitable because it transports too few people. So what if we just no, don't want to do that. So after it goes from Mikasavichi, Piteryhoisk, then it goes back to Mikasavichi. Before it goes to Mikasavichi, let's just say, just extend the line here to Weißenkirch, and then you go to Mikasavichi, Piteryhoisk. From Piteryhoisk, you go to first Mikasavichi, and then you take that back here. So it's a much more longer route, but now it extends a bit beyond this regional transportation line and goes to Weißenkirch and picks up people there. And I think that would make it much more profitable. Because then the people from Weißenkirch right now, their only option is to go to Willmarkt to transfer to Mikasavichi. And that makes it, I think, very unprofitable. And here we have quite a few people wanting to go to different places, particularly Piteryhoisk, of course. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. And yeah, I think we did a bunch of small optimizations, but all of them very important. So thank you for joining this endeavor, and see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.